everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a flat brush design. I am using two Amagic flat brushes, a 12 and a 10. All these are going to be listed down below in my affiliate links. If you want to purchase through those, you're welcome to do so. Using a number 8 Amagic, number 8 Deerfoot Stippler, and a fine liner by Westonia. All the paints I use are FolkArt paints, a mixture of multi-surface and enamels, using Happy Green, Yellow Ochre, Fresh Foliage, Light Lavender, Thicket, Wicker White, and Violet Pansy. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using the number 12 flat brush, and we'll begin by dipping one side into the Violet Pansy, one side into the Light Lavender, and then also some into, the side that I do the Light Lavender, I'm putting it into the Wicker White. Just doing a blending stroke. Typically, you're supposed to fill up your brush 3/4 of the way up the bristle. I personally just do whatever. I'm not real funny or not particular about that. Alright, so I'm just going to go on here and just do just a really small leaf or petal, kind of like a bud, and then I'm just going to come across here like that, and then do another one. Just doing wiggles and up and back. Make it a little thicker. Go back over it. And then I can do a bigger one if I want. Again, just coming across the front of it. Like that. And then we're going to keep going. I'm going to do one like this. After each one, I'm going to come across it, and I can swirl my brush like that, and then like this over it. Just have to be careful when you're doing it on glass, though, because when you move your brush around so much, it can actually pull the paint up. So just so you are aware of that. And I can come over that, just go back up, down, swing it around, come back over this way, that. And I can leave a little bit open in the center if I want. I'm not going to do a fancy center, just a little bit with my Deerfoot Stippler. If you feel like your design is not opaque enough, feel free to just give it another coat. It's up to you. Like in this instance, I feel like I need to put another petal here. It doesn't matter how many petals you have. That's up to you. And then I don't have as much space as I did on my paper, so I'm going to try to fit some of these in the best that I can. So you can do it like that. Have it swing over a little bit like a ruffle. Just more like a ruffly kind of a leaf or a petal. I don't know why I keep calling it a leaf, sorry. Kind of do that a lot. There we go. So you can do like 2 or 3, 4, 5. I like odd numbers when it comes to painting. So and I can actually come over this a little bit. And you can kind of just layer it too if you want. Up to you. Or you can leave it open like that. Alright, so I have 3. I'm going to go ahead and put a few little buds down here. And I'm going to hang them down this way. Just need to make sure I have enough paint on my brush. You just want to make sure it's full. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is take my liner brush, stick it into my greens. So I'm going to do all my greens, and I can just kind of tip it in there like that as I go. So I'm going to come up here, I'm just going to kind of swing it around. Come up from there. So when I come up here, I can pull my little stems, my little attachments. I can come up further, or I can just go like this, pull them around the little buds. Doesn't have to be real precise. And do the same for this. They're all basically about the same. Very simple. If you're new to my channel, know that my designs are meant to be simple so that anybody can paint them. I just like to give people some ideas on the designs that they can feel successful at. And painting on glass, one thing nice about it is you have a movable object that you can very simply paint on and move in the direction that you need to in order to create, as opposed to a stationary piece like a wall, which I do like painting on walls, but alright, so we have that. And then let's take a look. Oh, I forgot to, because you know me, I like to put in my little extra pieces and places to do some other leaves. Leaves are so much fun. I love leaves. We can do around here. Alright, let me do one other one here. Alright, next up, I'm going to take my number 8 round brush and just kind of stick it into the greens. I can even tip it into the yellow or the yellow ochre if I want. And I'm just going to come through here and just do just some very easy leaves. And these are more like filler, if you want to do like filler leaves. I can even grab a little bit of white if I want. And create as I go. Alrighty. Come down here. And actually I'm going to go this direction because I don't want all these to go in the same direction. You just kind of have to look around and see. Make that decision as you go. I'm just pushing down and pulling towards the center, or towards the stem. And again, if you want to go back over, if you feel like you don't have the colors you want going on here, or you want it to be a little thicker, you know, do what you need to do. That's up to you. And I'm going to come in here. Alright, and then the next thing I'm going to do is to get my number 10 flat brush, and I'm dipping into the greens just like I just did on that. And so what I'm going to do is doing the wiggle, come up, raise up a little bit, pull back, and then just do a little twist. And then do the same thing over here. And you can decide where you want these to be or how many of them you want to put. And if you want to make it a lot like I typically like to do, or and then we're just going to finish up here. We're almost done, guys. Thanks so much for sticking with me on this. I think this is very pretty. So I'm just doing slight wiggle, pull up a little bit, and then twist. And twist. And you can just place them wherever you feel like you need to. You don't have to have a lot, or you can have a lot, however you want to do it. I personally like a lot of leaves, so it's good for me, but if you're someone who doesn't really care for a lot of leaves in your projects, then just eliminate some or all. And just doing wiggle, pull back, around. Like that. And I'm not going to put a lot of other leaves. I think these are the only ones that I'm going to do. Try to keep it fairly simple. And you can, if you want to do your liner and come through and put little stems or whatnot into these, you can do that too, but I'm not going to on this. I'm going to leave it like that. So then I'm going to take my Deerfoot Stippler, pounce it into my yellow ochre. Because I have this one here open, I'm going to make sure I get a good pounce in there, go along and stamp or stipple a little bit of centers in. If you feel like you can see a center here, which I'm just going to pretend, so that each one of them has a little bit of color to it, or if you want to before you put the second level on, hit it with your Deerfoot Stippler to put the center in and then paint over it, you can do that as well. Alright, I hope you like this video. If you do, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. New to my channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and prior to leaving, if you would, take a moment please to share this on your social network with your family and friends. Just hit that share button you'll find underneath the video. Give you the options of where to share it and you'll be good to go. Alright, until the next time.